And we're live. Welcome to another exciting edition of the AMW Hour. This is the second night of it. We got two big guests tonight. But first, let me introduce my host of the evening. We got two stands left. We got the bearded one. We got Big Beard Dudley.
What's up, podcast world?
And to his immediate left, you see the one, the only, the beautiful intern. We got Emily Rose.
What up?
And though he's on camera, you can see the man, the myth, the legend himself. You can see Sean Johns, the wrestling encyclopedia.
You gimmick stealing? What the?
I'm not a legend.
Man, the myth. He just introduced you as a man, the myth, the legend. That's my deal.
I didn't tell him to do it.
Dude, we about to throw down.
Please,
Sean.
I'll help you.
Sean, whatever you do, avoid his elbow drop because they say it's the stiffest move that he's ever given.
That's not that bad. That's Stan.
And first and foremost, in the house, we got sexy Stan Sierra.
What up?
Why did it take you so long to start clapping?
I think you got a hidden agenda tonight, sir.
No.
There's always a hater somewhere.
I know it.
Always.
I know it.
Nothing.
And then the man, the myth, the living legend, the old school icon, Bobby Blade in the house.
The man you paid to see.
Yeah.
Damn Skippy.
That was a horrible introduction, Johnny. I mean, you're talking about people with hidden agendas. I know it's you because you know what? The thing is every time I come on here, you got the chapstick out and you're ready to smooch upon me bunghole. And when I'm not on here, you always talk trash about me. What's up with that, Johnny?
That is not true. That is not true. I've always taken up for Bobby Blade.
You have not. I heard you one night on here talking to Kyle Maggard, talking about how awful I was and how I need to be replaced.
When did I say that?
Let me get this back on track. Ladies and gentlemen, in the house tonight, we have the man, the myth,
Look, you're talking about stealing your gimmick.
So
Bobby Blade, people.
So wait a minute, though. That's not an official Lone Wolf Bobby Blade shirt. This is.
No,
I have
this
7
is.
available on Redbubble. If you'd like to buy one, go there to purchase, please.
That's
Hold on.
right.
Since you went there, what is up with you and Kyle Maggard? Are you like on the AMW train? I mean, I thought this was about New South here tonight, and
It
now
is
get
about
in here,
New
Bobby
South.
says you're kissing Kyle's ass. Now, what's up with that?
He's trying to say that I am, but I've been all for New South since the day we first met Anthony Presley, since the day he came into this podcast studio. Listen, Bobby, what you're saying that I'm on Kyle Maggard's side? No. See, if you want your enemy to think that he's your friend, you gotta keep him close to you. And that's exactly what we did when Kyle Maggard was sitting right there. Because Kyle Maggard thinks that he holds all the answers, but here's the thing. Anthony Presley, he writes Kyle Maggard's checks. He writes Kyle Maggard's everything. He's the man with the plan. Anthony Presley and New South are golden. I can't believe that Red X be hating on him 24/7.
Let me ask you a question, Johnny. I want you to answer me seriously. Are you a Batman villain? Because I could swear that you're Two-Face.
I am not Two-Face.
Shots fired.
Now, let me ask you something, Bobby Blake. You're saying I'm Two-Face. Apparently, you've not went to the old school game of keep your enemies close and make them think that you're their friends.
I've not went to the old school game. Brother, you're not talking to anybody more old school than me and Sexy Stan Sierra. Sexy Stan Sierra so old school, you know how long he had the AMW Heavyweight Championship? A record-breaking 1,238 days. Nobody's held that any longer except for one person in this state, and that's Dale TNT Man.
That's right.
Yeah, he's had the second longest title reign in the history of Kentucky, but it's the longest title reign in modern wrestling. Am I right, Stan, or am I right? I'm right, right?
Absolutely right.
Yep.
That's right. And no one can take that from him, not even Marty Clay, who keeps on delusionally thinking that he's going to hold the title just as long as Stan did. Someone tell Marty Clay that if he wants to catch up to your record, he's going to have to do a whole lot more than kissing ass and being Kyle Maggard's yes man.
Listen, they can make fake narratives. They can spread lies. They can make-believe stories for all their fans and all these lonely old women, you know, that Marty Clay, flexes his man boobs around all the time and hustles pictures. See, I don't hustle pictures.
Exactly.
Because I don't give a damn. But, Marty Clay, he wants to hustle and make that money. But at the end of the day, when you look it up, a fact's a fact, and it will have my name there, and it will say that I was the champion for 1,238 days. It's undisputed. It's undeniable. It's a fact.
That's right. And this Sunday is a big time show. You're taking on Ace Carmichael.
Ace Carmichael, yeah. Ace is, I wrestled him at his hometown, at his school, and I'm going to tell you, to be fair, and I'm not fair too much, but we're talking right now, we're not in the ring. That's a different story,
Exactly.
In the ring, it's a little bit different, but we're talking right now. We're talking about wrestling. And if I'm talking about wrestling, Ace Carmichael, I'd say he done his hometown good. It was a pretty competitive match, but, in the end,
Who was standing tall at the end of that match? Stan Sierra. It wasn't
That's
all
right.
in Ace Carmichael.
Exactly.
And Ace is an exciting young guy. I've watched a lot of his tapes, and he's exciting. He's got a high energy to him. I can respect that, but we'll see what happens. I'm not going to possibly one of the biggest crowds we've been in front of all year long and plan on losing. I promise you that. No matter what has to happen, that's not going to happen.
Exactly.
Hey,
Plus, yeah.
Andy's asking for the number.
Oh, that's not Andy.
Or
That's
Andy.
a different
Oh,
Andrew.
is it? Okay. And he says Bobby can't wait for Sunday.
Hold up, Andrew. I'll give you the number.
Is that Andrew
Browning?
Browning?
Yep.
Ah.
Okay.
He wants to call in.
Well, the thing is, you got to think about this, is the last several weeks of AMW Showdown. I should say AMW / New South Wrestling Showdown, because it's a joint promotion. Stan Sierra has defended his New South Heavyweight Championship every single week with exception of 1 week. Where's Marty Clay been? He's been wrestling tag teams this whole time. He's the AMW Heavyweight Champion. Why is he not defending his title? He was forced by Mr. Anthony Presley last week to defend his title, and he did that. But before that, it was just him and Wes Barker in tag teams for, several months.
Exactly.
He went for how long as AMW champion before he finally defended the title?
Right.
4 or 5 months?
Right.
Yeah.
You led me to something that I really wanted to touch on whenever I come here tonight, and you fed me right just like you fed it to me. And, put this into perspective. And not just for New South, but just put this into perspective for a normal wrestling year for anybody at anywhere. I started the year off, and I beat Rhino in Virginia. I came back the very next night and beat him in a tag team match, back-to-back nights. I beat James Storm. I beat Carlito. I won the tag team match with Badass Billy Gunn in it. I beat Brutal Bob Evans, Chase Emery, John Noble to become the king of the mountains. Tell me when you've seen a hotter wrestler in the state of Kentucky than what Stan Sierra is right now at this moment. Who's got a record like that?
I can't place anybody.
And
I can't place anybody.
That's fact. That's not made up make believe, getting on Facebook and running your mouth and making up a bunch of bullshit that don't matter and ain't really true. That's not fake land. That's facts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and Chris Crow chimed in. He said, "Did I hear Stan say undeniable? You call, I answer. Laugh out loud." Well, he should know that Stan is the man around Kentucky because you've been everywhere. You held the AMW title so long that every guy that ever won your championship came after you.
Well, you look at AMW, and when we first started, from AMW to what it is now, and it's like, when this first started, nobody wanted to come to these mountains and wrestle. But here's another fact. Stan Sierra come to these mountains, and he's made wrestling relevant over in them mountains again, and all of a sudden everybody wants to hitch on, and everybody wants to be a part of AMW wrestling. Fact. Not make-believe. Fact. And it's a awesome place to be. I love it. I love that everybody wants to be there. It's something that'll keep going on, hopefully, years and years and years. Hopefully. Under the New South banner, though,
Yeah,
not
I was-
the AMW banner.
I was just getting ready to say, look at all the positive changes New South Wrestling's brought to AMW so far. I mean, brought more wrestlers, more title belts, more competition, more exciting dream matches, and stuff like. And you're seeing that every week. Every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. on YouTube, on the AMW YouTube channel, you get to see all these amazing matches. You're getting ready to see an amazing match on November 22nd with John Noble's final match ever against the headliner, Chris Michaels. You're getting ready to see a dream match this Sunday night. Let's talk about this Sunday night. 6 p.m., Lexington, Kentucky. The Lexington Ice Center, AMW presents Showdown. We're going to be filming some Showdown episodes that night. The main event of the night is going to be the biggest six-man tag in the history of AMW. It's going to be the Prospector, Wes Barker, teaming up with the AMW heavyweight champion, Marty Clay, and the legendary John Noble. You know who their opponents are going to be? It's going to be Sigmund and Elliott, the Heat Seekers. But you know who their third man's going to be?
Jeff Jarrett.
Double J, J-E, double F, ha ha, J-A-double-R-E, double T, double J, Jeff Jarrett. That's going to be the biggest six-man tag in the history of AMW. Also that night, too, you're going to see one half of the New South Tag Team Champions, the Box Office Blondes. It's going to be Big Rex, representing the Box Office Blondes. He's going to be taking on the returning Man Beast Rhino. That's going to be a huge match there. You know, I'm predicting a huge win for Rex that night. He's going to, mark another one off his list there.
I mean, you're right. You can't count Rex out because look at the size of that man.
Yeah. I mean, and then all of a sudden, and then also announced, too, you've got Sexy Stan Sierra defending his New South heavyweight title against All-In Ace Carmichael that night. You've got Lord Murphy Costigan defending his Southeastern heavyweight championship that night. Who's he got?
Anthony Katina.
That's right, primetime Anthony Katina. When you get a little bit older, your mind slips a little bit.
But we know a little bit about Anthony Katina because he used to come down there at New South when New South was running out of Lawrenceburg, Kentucky.
Yep.
This man is someone that I don't know if they are ready for him because he can find a way to take you apart any way you can imagine.
Yeah, and then plus you're going to see Chase Emery against the returning 7-foot monster, Misery. He's going to be part of Team New South and the big War Games match on November 22nd. We'll get to that in a little bit, though. But then you're also going to see the Kentucky heavyweight champion, Marvelous Marcus Johnson, defending against the headliner, Chris Michaels. That's going to be one hell of a match right there, is it not, Stan?
That is going to be one awesome match. I'm looking forward to that myself.
I'm looking forward,
especially since Chris has come out with that new attitude because a lot of people I've been fortunate enough to be around long enough to see when Chris gets that attitude, there is nobody meaner than Chris Michaels, and he is an absolute joy whenever he's got a chip on his shoulder.
I know it. He is. He really is, man. I saw him from close to the beginning of his career is when I first saw him, back when he was the young rocker still. And then he became Comic Chris Michaels. And then now he's the headliner, and the headliner is the best version of Chris Michaels. I'm predicting we're going to see a new Kentucky heavyweight champion that night.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. Chris Michaels can beat anybody, anywhere, on any given night. That's a fact.
Yeah, absolutely right. And I'm also predicting that Stan Sierra is going to walk away with the New South heavyweight championship that night as well.
Hey, I believe it because you see his track record. He held the AMW championship the longest in modern days.
1,238 days. I can't overstate that enough. 1,238 days. That's not a fluke. That's not just luck. That's pure skill, determination, power, and any kind of way that you could keep your title. He's done it. 1,238 days. That's nothing to laugh at. That's nothing to laugh at.
That's as close as LT Man had the championship way back when.
Yeah.
And he was the old school icon back in the day.
Hey, wait a minute now.
Hey, I get it.
There's gimmick infringement tonight. But now Stan Sierra is now the New South Heavyweight Championship, and I think he's going to hold that title longer than the AMW title.
You know what? That's something I'm really proud of. That when you lose a big match, and you held that title for as long as I did, and then you lose it, it's like some might fall to the side.
Yeah, go into a slump.
Go into a slump. You've known me my whole time. You know I don't cry when it comes to wrestling. You know, I broke my leg. I had screws put in my ankle. There was no GoFundMe's for Stan Sierra because that's not me. I'm gonna keep coming back, and that's who I am. And I don't go into corners and whittle up and crawl into depression. I start plotting the minute my shoulders was pinned. By the time I was heading back to the locker room, I'm already trying to figure out a way to get that thing back.
Yeah.
And so as luck happened, the New South deal. And here's the thing I've always told people about New South. None of them guys needed Stan Sierra. Those guys they're all great on their own. They don't need me. They wanted me.
Yeah.
To be a part of this group.
Yeah.
They asked me to be a part of it. Tony Presley asked me to be a part of this group.
That's badass.
Unlike AMW, who had never showed any kind of appreciation whatsoever for me, other than to put one bullcrap hurdle after another in front of me trying to take. You would think that a company would appreciate a man propelling their company up and getting it recognized with a historic title reign like that.
Yeah.
But that's not how they done it.
I know it.
But I'm very proud of New South. You've been here for the whole thing, and I've had a pretty impressive string of New South title defenses. It's been one of the really good year.
Like I said, it's been almost every single week since you've been the champion that you've defended this title. And, I can't say the same for Marty Clay. He won the title from you by a fluke, might I add, because of Kyle Maggard.
Always Kyle Maggard.
Yeah. He won the title from you back at Weekend of Champions in April, wasn't it? It was April, right? And how many times has he defended the title? Once? Twice?
Only once.
Yeah,
twice.
That's it. The rest of the time he's been tag teaming with Wes Barker.
Meanwhile, this guy's been defending the New South Championship since he got it.
He's been let me tell you something. For 1,238 days, Sexy Stan Sierra carried AMW on his back. And now he's doing the same for New South and everything, too. And now New South is carrying AMW on the back, too. The thing is people keep saying, well, Tony Presley sold to AMW. Well, the thing is, though, is Tony Presley was smart about it. And we never really get to talk about this on AMW TV because Rated X won't shut up long enough for me to explain it. When Tony Presley had the paperwork drawn up with his lawyer to sell New South to AMW, he had a provision written in there that allowed him to retain his position as president. He was president of New South, right?
Yes, sir.
He was able to retain that position into AMW when the transition happened. And the thing is therefore, New South does not die at that point. It stays alive. It stays alive. The New South titles came into AMW, and New South competition came into AMW, and has propelled it even higher, I think.
Well, Bobby, someone's trying to downplay Stan's entire reign as New South champion. He said, it's David Joseph Wilburn. He said, hard to be proud of something that was given to you, not earned.
Oh, he earned it. He earned it. I mean, he earned it on merit alone.
Exactly.
I guess I didn't earn it whenever I beat James Storm.
Exactly.
I guess I didn't earn it when I beat Carlito or Brutal Bob or Chase Emery or John Noble.
Exactly.
I mean,
The list goes on and on and on.
come on.
I mean, the accolades speak for themselves,
Yeah.
Exactly. They're trying to downplay what Stan has earned.
Yep.
He's taken this title from where it was, and he has brought it back to relevancy.
Yep, we're watching Stan Sierra versus RT3 here. This is the second time. He beat him twice and had phenomenal matches both times. That right there goes to show what kind of a champion he is,
That's right. Whereas Marty Clay didn't get to defend his title because he's been doing tag teaming for some reason instead of wanting to defend his title.
Now, let me ask you this. If Marty Clay was sitting in this room now, would you have a different perspective to him?
I would be telling him to his face.
No, you would
Why
not.
haven't you defended it? It's the truth,
No,
Bobby.
you would not.
I would too. Because he should be defending his title. Stan's defending his title, so why is Marty Clay just doing tag teaming?
That's what we've been saying this whole time. Stan's a fighting champion. Marty Clay is not.
And Andy Presley has made sure that his champion is a fighter.
Yeah.
So where's AMW's fighter?
Yeah, Stan's representing the New South side of things. Marty Clay's representing the AMW side of things, and he's just kind of, in his tag team.
Exactly. And what's Kyle Mack trying to do? He's trying to make himself be the fire for AMW when his champion should be doing exactly what Stan Sierra's been doing with this New South Championship for well over how many? Probably about 6-7 months now. He's been defending this championship left and right.
Well, let me tell you, Kyle Maggard, if you haven't figured it out now, he's kind of like a leech. He leeches on to whoever's successful, you know. And the thing is he's not Stan Sierra, and that eats him up. That eats him up. You know, he doesn't have the title reigns that Stan Sierra had and everything. Stan Sierra had a record-breaking title reign.
He did.
Kyle Maggard's jealous. Stan Sierra is the New South champion. Kyle Maggard's still jealous. Kyle Maggard is went out of his way to say that he wants to have the opportunity to be the ones to specifically pin Stan Sierra in the War Games matchup on November 22nd. That's not going to happen.
That's absolutely not going to happen.
And he spent this entire week where he was on here trying to talk about when he's inside of War Games, he's going to make Stan Sierra bleed. It's like he's trying to boast himself up to be AMW's last ring general.
Well, you know, if you want to go back and look at history, and it's just video history, it's not made up. I keep saying that because a lot of guys will get on in indie wrestling will tell you a line about this long, with about this much of it's actually the truth. You don't have to do that with me. You can look it up. If I back up everything I say, you can back it up. You can go back to AMW TV, and the last time Kyle Maggard started talking like that, me and Cashflow and Billy the P busted his head wide open right in Hazard, Kentucky, and made him bleed like a stuck hog. So he doesn't need to be. I've not been busted open, but Kyle Maggard has been busted open. And, you know, Kyle's whole problem, and this is another history lesson, for those that pay attention to AMW and follow it, you can go back to the Hardwire DVD where I wrestled Kyle Maggard in his home school. In the last day of the school's existence, the school was going to be tore down the following Monday. We wrestled there on a Saturday night, and I whipped his ass so bad he got shipped out in a gurney.
And that explains why he's got deep-seated hatred for you, because you're always whooping that ass.
And that's a fact. You can go back and watch the video and watch him get packed out. Kids crying, his old teachers from his school. I mean, it was a spectacle.
Exactly.
But you can see that on the Hardwired DVD at AMW.
And plus, y'all going to be inside the War Games match. And for those that don't know what a War Games match is, the match does not start until every man from each team has officially entered that cage. So you could be having an advantage. You could be having a disadvantage. It don't matter, because at the end of the day, you have to wait for the last final man to enter that cage before that match officially starts. So, Kyle Maggard, he may think that he's got all the cards to play, but here's the thing. It could be him at the end of the day that's getting his head busted open. It could be him that's suffering the most from that cage before you get into that cage. That's the thing that the War Games match embodes.
Well, let me tell you a little something about Kyle Maggard and his leadership. And Kyle Maggard and his leadership, Anthony Presley and Stan Sierra leadership. We'll compare them here real quick. Last year in the War Games match, you remember the outcome of that match, right?
Yep.
You know why that happened, Johnny?
Yes.
Because Stan Sierra was the only person. See, wrestling ain't just getting out here and 10 million flips or out muscling a guy or whatever. You got to use this right here.
That's right.
Especially when you get a little bit older. And none of them stooges in that match last year thought enough to pay attention, to read the rules, know what the rule. How the hell do you go into a War Games match with everything on the line and you don't know what the rules are?
Exactly.
But Stan Sierra knew that it was legal to have Mr. Higgins in the match, and I carried it right into the ring. Nobody paid any attention to it at all until the very end, and I figured it was time to pull the trigger, and I pulled the trigger and put Marty Clay's lights out.
Exactly.
But Stan Sierra come up with that plan, not Kyle Maggard.
That's
Stan
right.
Sierra.
And Mr. Higgins is a fine, upstanding gentleman and a member of society. So I'll have you know that.
And if you notice about Kyle Maggard, he was trying to put himself over about that win. He's saying, you know who won the last 2 War Games? Me. Like he's trying to brag like he came up with
If you
that
watch
idea.
the video, when you go back, I get Marty, and like I turn around and Kyle run down there and jumped on him. That's exactly what happened.
Exactly.
And it's so
Because you had him dead to rights.
it is what it is. There's no crying in wrestling. Like
That's
I said,
right.
there's no crying. I live by the sword, die by the sword. I'm going to do everything it takes to win, and I don't give a damn who likes it, who don't like it. That's how it's going to be, and I'll live by it, and I'll die by it. I always have, and I always will.
And they should have remembered that in war games, there are no rules. The only rule is that every man must be inside the cage before the bell rings. That's the only rule. Other than that, you're free to use chairs. You're free to use any weapon that you want at your disposal. It's any man's game by any means necessary. And yet, they didn't do it. You were smart enough to be like, you know what? No rules. I'm bringing Mr. Higgins. I'm going to sit him right here. And then when the time comes, I'm going to pull the trigger. And whoever it is I'm going to hit, they're going to get hit. And Marty Clay ended up being the one that you end up hitting. And yet, I could hear people saying, that's cheating. No, it was cheating because you were playing by fair and square rules. Because the rules said there are no rules. Anything goes. Win by any means necessary. Because that is what a War Games match is.
Learn the rules. I mean, if you're going to get in a cage locked up with a guy, learn the rules.
Exactly. And that's something that's big. Because that's Thanksgiving tomorrow. We got to be there last year for that match where we saw Kyle Maggard firsthand steal that win from you. Because that was your win. You had Mark Clay dead to rights. You turned around, and then Kyle Maggard did. He got on top of Marty Clay, got the pin, but it was your win. So he can claim that he won the first two War Games matches, but at the end of the day, the second match, that was your win.
See, that's exactly how I see it.
Yeah.
I believe he's starting to come around.
Maybe. I mean, you still got to check for some chapstick, though. I mean,
Listen, Bobby. You're talking about chapstick, but I've always been a New South guy.
why are you smiling in my face knowing that you're lying, Johnny?
I'm not lying. It's all about New South because New South is who allowed our championship to become a championship.
Hold on,
Presley.
when I said I liked New South, you went, oh no.
When?
Oh,
When was that?
What are you
so
on
now,
about?
When
so
was
now
that?
the truth comes out,
When
Johnny.
was that?
It was on live. I said it in the comments, and you were like, oh no, Emily.
Where? When?
When you were on live with Kyle Maggard.
Oh, so wait a
Look,
minute.
I might be crazy, but I'm not that crazy.
So you're saying that when Kyle was in here, he was kissing his rear end too, right?
No.
So it's whoever's in the room with him is who he sucks up to.
So we could actually roll back footage.
Sean, can you take his spot?
He's better off as a booker, but he can't keep a story straight to save his ass.
Hey
Thank
guys, good to
goodness,
see you.
Johnny.
Now hold on, because what I said was that Kyle Maggard needs to be lulled in like your friends with. Like I said,
What?
keep your enemies
Look,
close.
Look, he got scared, Stan. He got scared. And now he's backing off.
I didn't get scared
Yeah,
because
you
let me
did.
tell you something about Blade.
What's that?
Oh.
I have always
that
been
makes that your
about
voice
New
when you
South
take the
since
whole
day
thing.
one, since before I started seeing my man, Bobby Blade, becoming back to wrestling.
You're a liar and a cad.
I am not a cat. Listen, you're great on commentary.
Yeah.
Hey, Ready X hates your commentary.
I know.
Because I've been hearing him saying things about you, talking about New South.
Well, the thing is, X better watch what he says to me of everything on these headsets, because if he says the wrong thing, I might just pop him one, and he's going to be falling out all crippled in the floor.
Which I can vouch because we saw you at EWA drop the elbow on the referee. Man.
I did. I murdered Dallas, and then I
You
murdered.
seem so proud of that.
I am. 2 diamond cutters. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You told us that you could not have in you, but you proved that night you had enough in there for the elbow drop and the 2
As good as he
cutters.
once was, but he's
And then
once
took a
as he
bump.
ever was.
And I can't believe the fans were trying to say that you were the bad guy.
I know. I'm a great guy once you get to know me, but none of these fans ever try to get to know me.
That's true.
Am I right, Sean, or am I right?
I didn't like you till I got to know you. Now that I know you, hey.
You hate me worse.
I didn't say that, but
You thought it, though.
I did not say that.
I thought you
Hey,
thought
Bobby.
it, though.
Hey, Bobby, you really are a nice guy until they get to know you.
Now, no, that's what I'm told. But anyway, What about, so we're talking about War Games. That's November the 22nd.
Yep.
2 rings surrounded by a steel cage around both rings. 2 men start the match. Every so often, another man from opposing teams enter the match until everybody's in. And then after everybody's in, then the match actually starts. And then it's on until the finish there, you know? Stan, that's going to be how many War Games have you been in now? This will be your 3rd one?
3rd, 4 maybe.
4?
4.
When you count how many War Games you've been in, that goes to show.
Yeah.
Omega said, Stan Sierra once made me beat up on Tracy Smothers. He's a demon.
I gotta hear this story.
Oh, that's great.
Beat up on Tracy Smothers.
Yeah.
I need to know more about this.
I think we all do.
This is my first time hearing about it.
Yep, we need to know more about this.
Where's this
No,
story
I mean-
been all our lives?
I think Omega needs to call in, or Stan needs to.
Yeah, Omega needs to call in. Tell us.
Because
Yeah,
it's like,
Omega.
even
I'll see your number.
So November the 22nd is Thanksgiving Turmoil War Games. Team AMW versus Team New South. Also, you're going to see the AMW Tag Team Champions, the Country Gentlemen, will be defending against one of my good brothers, Carl the Machine Gun Anderson, as well as Doc Gallows. Together they are called the Good Brothers, but Carl Anderson's really my good brother. So, but anyway, and then you're going to have a John Noble's final match that night ever against the headliner, Chris Michaels. That's going to be an amazing match. And I think another match that got added just today, or maybe it was last night, was RT3 taking on Adrian Alexander. So all that's going to be, plus more, is going to be November the 22nd. Hazard High School, Hazard, Kentucky. Make sure that you're there. Thanksgiving Turmoil. You can buy tickets on the AMW Facebook page. There's a QR code you can scan, or there's a ticket link as well that you can follow to buy tickets. But this Sunday night, we're going to be at the Lexington Ice Center in Lexington, Kentucky, the town that we're in right now. It's actually just across town from here. AMW Showdown. The main event, once again, huge 6-man tag team match. The Prospector Wes Barker, the AMW heavyweight champion Marty Clay, teaming up with John Noble, the legendary John Noble, against the Heat Seekers and Double J Jeff Jarrett. You're also going to see Rhino versus Rex, one half of the Box Office Blondes, one half of the New South Tag Team Champions. You're also going to see on that card Sexy Stan Sierra defend his New South Heavyweight Championship against All In Ace Carmichael. You are also going to see the Southeastern Heavyweight Champion Lord Murphy Costigan, who I've said is the best striker in all of AMW, defend against the returning primetime Anthony Katina. If you've not seen Anthony Katina, make sure that you see him Sunday night because he's an amazing athlete, he's amazing talent. Also, you're going to see Kentucky heavyweight title match, Marvelous Marcus Johnson defending against the headliner Chris Michaels. And did I hit them all? No, I did not. The 7-foot monster Misery returns, one of Team New South in the War Games. And you know that he's pissed. He's going to be taking on Chase Emery this Sunday night. Do not miss it. Also, too, you can go to the AMW Facebook page, follow the ticket link, get your tickets. You can click the QR code or scan the QR or whatever the hip kids are saying these days. You can get your tickets for this Sunday night, and if you haven't got your tickets yet, I feel sorry for you because you might end up missing out on Sunday night if you don't get your tickets.
Especially.
It's going to be an amazing night of action Sunday night, November the 2nd, 6 p.m., Lexington, Kentucky, the Lexington Ice Center. Make sure that you're there to see Stan Sierra successfully defend his New South Heavyweight Championship. And in your corner, Stan, we didn't mention this earlier, is none other than the AMW New South Wrestling president, Mr. Tony Presley.
Never hurts to have the boss in your corner.
I know.
That's right.
That's always a plus.
Never hurts to have Mr. Higgins as your tag team partner.
Right. That's
A
win-win.
classy guy.
Yeah.
And Omega has this to say about that story because he can't call in. He said, Hazard, Kentucky, AMW. Me and Jake Braddock were in Stan's corner against Tracy.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do remember now. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, when you get down, Bobby Blade can tell you, get in them mountains over there, every town is Tracy Smothers country.
That's right.
I don't care where you go. It's Tracy Smothers country. So, like I said, you got to use the brain too, not just muscle. And it's like I figured it was in my best interest to make sure that I had somebody like Omega and Jake Braddock to go in these hostile environment that we was in, Hazard, Kentucky. I mean, and watch my back. And so they did, because Tracy's pretty well loved in that area. And you never know what's going to happen. Some of these fans sometimes.
Exactly.
They love their, especially the old school guys. They love the old school guys in the mountains, and that's fighting words if you say stuff against guys like Tracy over in that part of the world.
Yeah,
that's right. And Tripping Balls had this
anywhere
Saturday.
For that matter, but especially in the mountains over there. It's like wherever you go, Tracy is loved, very loved.
Oh yeah, and Tracy is missed.
Yes, he is.
Gone 5 years just a few days ago.
That's right.
Yep.
It sucks because he's one of those guys that had a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
And when we lost him, we lost someone that had knowledge that he could have instilled to more people.
Yeah. You say Tripping Ball said something?
Yeah, he did. Let me find his on this one.
I don't know if you want to read that comment.
Stand fierce, the American Giant, is what Tripping Ball said.
God bless. I forgot about that.
Tripping Balls, huh?
Yep.
Okay.
Crusher Bones' son.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, he thinks that you're afraid of this American Giant when, of course, what I saw is that you were whipping that ass, and the American Giant got lucky to do anything.
Listen, if we're gonna tell the truth about it all, if for one little hiccup that night, he's getting ready to see two old boys, and I mean myself and Bobby Blade over there.
Yep.
We're going to put an ass beating on that Giant like he hadn't had in 30 years.
That's right.
One little mistake that got Bobby thrown out by a biased referee. I'm pretty sure he's a biased referee, because there's no way that was done on purpose. It was intentional, because when I come to the EWA over there, or they knowed, they've got a certain style,
Yeah.
a certain way, and I don't represent nothing that they are. And I walked in and I got with Bobby Blade, and me and Bobby Blade was getting ready to commit some havoc on the American Giant, and I think that referee, it was biased all the way from management down to the referee. I think they knew that Bobby's hot. And with Jordan, and they're steamrolling over everybody. Yeah. And I stepped in that one night, and Bobby come out, and we got together, and they purposely, as a whole team of that wrestling organization, made it a point to make sure that me and Bobby Blade was going to have a tough night.
Oh yeah,
Exactly, because I saw that after watching the video. It's clear as day that they were making sure that Bobby Blade was going to be sent out of there, and then it became an unfair match, because now the American Giant, he had no one to stop him.
Didn't I? EWA?
Yeah, EWA.
Okay.
Yeah. Elite
I can't
wrestling,
keep track of all of them sometimes.
Yeah,
That's all right,
there's
brother.
a bunch of them.
Hey, there's a bunch of them, but yeah, you can remember the good ones too, like AMW this Sunday and the 22nd. That's their biggest shows, because you got this Sunday before you can get into the War Games. Yep. I tell you what, I'm looking forward to this Ice Center.
I'm looking forward to the Ice Center show too, because I think it's going to be, it's going to be one of the biggest shows of the year, and it's going to be one of the biggest crowds of the year. I think too. Maybe just behind Thanksgiving Turmoil. I think last year they had over 1,000 people at Thanksgiving Turmoil, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that Thanksgiving Turmoil is gonna draw that amount, or maybe more this year. We got the Good Brothers there. We got another War Games match there. Team AMW versus New South. It's coming to a head.
That's right.
And then this Sunday night, I mean, you got Double J, Jeff Jarrett's going to be there. Rhino's going to be there. The New South Heavyweight Champion's going to be there. I mean, what more could you ask for?
Exactly.
Just New South being in the house at all. That's should sell all the tickets right there.
That's right. Plus, New South's on the aprons. It's on the curtains there. The people are come there to see Stan Sierra once again retain his title because he has been a defending champion since day one.
You hit the nail on the head right there. You've helped me into another thing that I was going to touch on, and I'm glad you mentioned that because nobody talks about AMW. That was a fear, and when this first started, is like we're going to make this thing bigger than AMW. New South is going to be bigger than AMW. They're not going to talk about AMW, and if it wasn't for John Noble sucking the life out of everybody's emotions for the next couple of weeks to try to draw everything he can off of that, they wouldn't be paying attention to AMW right now. They're paying attention to New South. They want to know what Stan Sierra's doing. They want to know what the Blondes are doing. Misery. They want to know what Bobby Blade's saying on the microphone. They don't give a damn what Rated X is. Rated X has rambled around and not made no sense for 20 years. Nobody cares what Rated X says. And they care about what Bobby Blade says. And that is the fact of what's going on right now in AMW. That's why Kyle Maggard's so violent. That's why he's sneaking out at the end of my match when I wrestled a top contender like RT3 in a match like I did. He sits there and sneaks out and comes up behind my back after I've had a 25-minute grueling match and then tries to take advantage of me.
Yeah, you were already tired.
Right.
He took advantage of a tired man.
Exactly.
I mean, what kind of leadership is that? He's a leader of Team AMW. He took advantage of a man that had just wrestled a match and was already worn out, Johnny.
Exactly, because he knew that you had just wrestled a grueling match, and he chose that moment to attack you then. Like he could have chosen any other time to want to wrestle you, and he chooses to attack you.
I've got to say something else here real quick. This is kind of off the subject, but I have to do it because I promised myself that I would. And I really want to wish Kyle Maggard's wife, Ashley, good luck in having her baby. She's going to be having her baby tomorrow, and I just wanted to let Ashley know that Stan will be thinking about you and be hoping that you'll be doing better, and I'll be sending you some flowers over to your hospital room. I just wanted to let you know that, Ashley, if you're listening. Okay, now back to what an idiot Kyle
See,
Maggard
that's
is.
a good man right there.
That's why they call him Sweet Stan Sierra.
And also Sexy Stan. But that's the truth about it. He attacked Stan after a match. I've never seen anyone that's supposed to be a leader do that to someone that they know just had a match that they fought grueling, and they said, "Oh, well, we're going to attack him anyways." He knew that Stan was
Listen,
tired.
how many times, and I know Bobby Blade, and I know everybody here that pays attention to wrestling, how many times have you heard him say, if you followed something, well, Stan jumped him when he wasn't looking, Stan done this when he wasn't paying attention, yada, 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 yada. But then when Kyle Maggard does it, all of a sudden there's some kind of badge of honor behind it. There's some kind of acceptable reason for doing it. But if I do it, I'm a low-down, dirty scoundrel. It's like, now you tell me how's that work?
Selective support is what that is.
It is.
Selective support.
I grew up, my uncle always told us, never take your eyes off your opponent. Always pay attention. So
Exactly.
you know what? If you caught them not paying attention, that's their fault.
Right. I agree.
Character building.
I agree. Absolutely. You'll pay better attention next time, won't you?
Yeah.
Did you not just hear what he said? He said, "Don't take your mind off take your eyes off your opponent." I'm keeping mine firmly glued to you, pal.
I'm not your opponent, Bobby.
I don't know.
Nobody wants to deal with no elbow drops from you because
I
say
guess
they're stiffest.
I guess I'll be over cutting a promo and everything, and I'll blow myself up cutting a promo. And then all of a sudden, you'll cut a promo and claim it's better, just like Kyle Maggard.
That's not true, Bobby.
You full
Nobody
crap.
can do a better promo than Bobby Blade.
Stan Sierra.
Yes, Stan Sierra.
It's like,
But that's debatable because Stan is the greatest promoist, and then you are right there close second.
Let me tell you something. And you're talking about having the AMW and the New South logos on the ring apron there and everything. I'm glad you brought that up because I'll be over here, putting that over on commentary that it's a joint promotion,
Yep.
of AMW and New South, and here's Rated X over here babbling on about something incomprehensible. I don't know what you're talking about, but I work for AMW.
And
You do work for AMW, but you also work for New South because Tony Presley is the president of both New South and
That's right.
AMW.
Oh, We got some calling in.
I hope it's Jimmy Walls.
Nope, it's Cam. Hello?
Yeah, that's why I got the number.
Bobby! Bobby!
Who's this?
It's your favorite party man, Cam, baby.
Oh, God.
He's come to kiss your head.
Why?
Bobby!
Can you book me for another night, Johnny, instead of this night?
Yeah. I'll have to give you a
He's
makeup night.
He's done killed the vibe. We're supposed to be talking about Sexy Stan Sierra, New South Wrestling, and all this stuff. What do you got to do with this, Cam?
Yeah, Cam.
You know what? Here's the reason why I actually called. Because I can't wait to see what's going to happen this Sunday. I'm excited. And if you have not gotten your tickets yet for AMW this Sunday at the Lexington Ice Center, get them. See what's going to go down. And we got Stan Sierra at the NiceGuyAndy Podcast. What could get better than that?
That's right.
I'm ready to see what he's about to do.
So do we need to get
he's going to do?
Do we need to get the chapstick out for you too?
Well, Bobby, if you're asking me out on a date, heck, I'm not cheap.
I'm not asking you out on a date whatsoever. Weirdo.
But
You
yeah,
should avoid him at all
everybody out there,
EWA shows.
everybody out there that's tuning into the NiceGuyAndy Podcast, get your tickets. Come to the AMW show. Support these local wrestlers because they work their butts off to entertain all you fans. That's all I just wanted to say. Y'all have a good night and party hard.
You too, brother.
Much love, Cam.
So anyway, more important things here. Jimmy Walls. Let's get back to him.
Yep.
Jimmy Walls keeps talking about, I don't work for New South. You do. You technically
Exactly.
do. Because you work for Tony Presley, who is the boss. He's the president of New South Wrestling and AMW. He signs the checks. How many times do I say that on commentary? This is the man who's our pal. He's our buddy. He's our friend. He signs our checks. He keeps our families fed if we have them and all this stuff. You know, and
He
for him,
just missed it.
he says, it don't say New South on my checks because I get paid in cash in the envelope from AMW. Well, where you think that's coming from, Jimmy? You know, X, where you think it's coming from? It's coming from Tony Presley's pocket. That's where it's coming from.
That's right.
Next time I see X, I'm going to backhand him right out of his chair.
And
Listen, let me ask you something, and because I've noticed it listening to the commentary. What is Jimmy Walls' fixation on the male genitalia? What is up with all the man-on-man innuendos?
You tell me.
On the commentary.
I've noticed that
I mean,
too.
what's going on?
You tell me.
I mean, is he sitting there daydreaming about earlier in the day?
I mean,
what is it?
He keeps
what's
talking.
going on?
He keeps talking about Tony Presley sweating Crisco and everything. I mean, it seems like he's got his own agenda.
Yeah, it's like, what the hell are you talking? Sometimes it's like, what the hell are you talking about?
I'm over here trying to call the match, and he's babbling on about, I'm rated X. I'm a former 19-time
Exactly.
NWA heavyweight champion.
It's like we've not heard that a million times already.
I know.
But also, every time you do mention that New South is the one paying checks, you know what he does on commentary? He'll be like, I didn't hear what you said, Bobby. You know AMW is the one that pays my checks.
Now, didn't I just say that?
Yes.
Are you just repeating verbiage
He
to fill space?
he does that.
No.
Listen, let me tell you something about Rated X this summer. In case you didn't know, you're not the only one. How bad do you got to be to make Terry England get up out of the retirement seat and come down to the ring and punch him in the face? And that was over in Garrett County at the Tobacco Festival.
Oh, I need to know
At the
more.
end of mine and Marcus's match, Terry England, Jimmy Walls pulling his stuff like he did, made Terry get up out of the chair and come down there and attack him.
And if you know Terry, he ain't getting up.
Right.
So,
That's true.
unless you pay him
Right.
a lot.
James Kendrick said he supports you.
Who does?
James Kendrick.
Oh, yeah, I like James.
I like James,
is
too.
a great guy. Great guy.
Yep.
And he's a hard hitter. Yes, Andrew, you can call in now.
Hey, James Kendrick. Nobody should ever overlook James Kendrick. James Kendrick is as good as they come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Salt of the earth.
He's done a fantastic job at EWA so far.
He absolutely has.
Yep.
He does a good job everywhere he's at.
He does.
You can't say nothing bad about James. Wherever he goes, he does good. He excels.
I mean, we do got a picture of him giving Adrian Alexander a mean chop.
Yeah, chopped almost right through his chest right there, too.
Yeah. And that's something that a lot of people got to understand is that James Kendrick, he's a legit dude. If he's going to chop you, he's going to chop the shit out of you.
Yeah.
When we first put this up, Adrian Alexander says, I want that taken down. Eric Montgomery said, sup, y'all? How did you get Arn Anderson to be on tonight's show? Diamonds are forever, and so is Bobby Blaze.
DJ, Easy. DJ
Eric, I am not Arn Anderson. I don't look anything. I don't look anything like Arn Anderson. I've never looked like Arn Anderson. I don't do this, and I don't do this.
Hold on, I have to look at who that is.
Hello?
When's the test ready?
What up?
What's up, dude?
She needs to retest. She already failed it.
What's up, Steve?
We gave you a week.
What you say?
Look,
Open
I never got anything, dude.
I said, what's up, Steve?
What's that?
He said, what's up?
What's up?
Dude, Browning.
Who is it, Andrew?
Yep.
How you doing, Andrew?
Yes, sir.
Doing
I'm
all
good.
right?
You?
You doing all right?
Yeah, wait for Tony Presley to shut his damn mouth.
You know, I don't see that.
What happened?
She's looking up into the barn.
You don't think he'd do that, do you?
Hey,
Huh?
I already looked it up. I was holding
Hey.
the phone up.
You do know Anthony Presley is the guy with Stan Sarah, right?
Yeah, I know, but I saw the videos and all that stuff. I'm just making a heel for him.
Why would he shut Stan up if Stan's his man?
That backfired.
yeah.
I can tell.
Hey, you
Like, you
owned
know.
it, though. You owned it, so.
That's right.
But I'm looking forward to Sunday. I got VIP tickets.
Hell yeah.
You going to meet Jeff Jarrett?
Yeah.
What about Rhino? You going to meet Rhino as well?
Yeah, I'm gonna let this sign my WWE book too.
Oh, yeah? That's awesome. You going to meet Stan Sierra? He's a new South Heavyweight Champion.
What kind of question is that?
Are you going to meet Stan Sierra? He's a new South Heavyweight Champion.
You should be dope with champions, but who's Marty Clay faces Sunday?
Marty Clay's in a six-man tag. He's in the main event. It's Marty Clay, the AMW Heavyweight Champion that never defends his title, teaming up with the prospector Wes Barker and John Noble against the Heat Seekers and Double J.
And what surprise, he ain't defending his title Sunday either.
You should take that belt away from Marty Clay because he never defends it.
Hey, that's awesome.
That's a
we
good
agree
idea.
on something. That's a great idea.
That's an awesome idea.
Yeah, we need to take that to Mr. Presley.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And you know what they should do with it? They should give it back to Stan. Because he did an awesome job with it.
That's right.
But I'm looking forward to Sunday. I'm just wondering about the price it's going to be for the autograph signs and stuff.
I have no clue. I don't know. You'll have to email the AMW Facebook page for that.
That's right. To find out all you need to know.
On my Facebook's still down, so
This was from 2 weeks ago, so look at Kyle Maggard shaking as you're talking to him. He's scared. Because
man,
this time
Colin
he's not
Banger's
attacking.
always scared.
It scared him so bad his hair's falling out.
He been scared for a while then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just noticed that.
What's up, Sean?
I'm here, dude. What's up, buddy?
I'm good. Just had a few beers, about to have a fireball soon.
A few beers.
Oh no.
What's up, Bobby?
As long as you're
Oh, you just
home.
now saying hi to me? I've been talking to you for 10 minutes.
Well, Stan's a champion, so I gotta say hey to the champ first.
Oh,
Hey.
okay. He
Oh, so I'm nothing.
That's
I
what
appreciate that. I appreciate that, pal.
You're not thus is Kyle Maggard.
I'm not what?
You're a good guy, but better than Kyle Maggard.
I'm a better guy than Kyle Maggard.
I agree
Okay.
with that 100%.
Yeah.
You sure you deserve an Oscar? You deserve an Emmy for your performance this evening? Yeah, you get a Grammy. All you got to sing for us. I know you can sing. Remember, you sang back in the day on the mic. Sing for us. Sing Stan's music.
God.
Putting him on the spot.
Well,
I drink
because
alone.
last time I was at AMW, Lexington was talking to me again. God.
Yes.
I'll let you guys go. I'm ready for Sunday, and I can't wait.
See, that's a proud fan right there. He's going to see New South kick AMW's ass.
Yeah, I hope you're going to have a good time. I hope you enjoy it and everything. I hope that you enjoy watching Stan Sierra retain his title and New South Wrestling take all of their matches home.
Oh, you already know. And one more thing, Stan, I got beat by 9 pins from regional at Bowling.
What's that?
I got beat by 9 pins at regional from Bowling.
Ah, surely not.
Yeah.
That's the same one you won the championship at, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm not going state, so.
It happens, brother.
You'll be back. You'll be back.
You'll be back strong.
I'll let you guys go. I'll see you all Sunday, and I can't wait.
All right, I'll see you then, buddy.
That's right, brother.
See you, Bobby.
See ya.
See you Sunday.
Oh, and Jordan Cage is a bum.
What? Hold on a second now. No, hold on a second now. No, what now? Hold on. I didn't hear you correctly. You want to say that?
Jordan,
He might drop.
I said Jordan Cage is a bum.
Oh, no. No, Jordan
Talk
Cage.
about Bobby's best
No,
friend.
let me tell you something. If you watched the broadcast tonight from EWA Hardcore Havoc Part 3, you would have saw that Jordan Cage was never pinned to lose his EWA championship.
He needs to lose that belt.
No, he doesn't. He didn't need to lose it at all.
It belongs to me.
Belongs to you.
What?
Well, they'll let anybody in the business these days, won't they?
I know, right?
Hey, now.
Back door's wide open.
They're giving anyone that says, I should be champion the title.
Yeah.
No, I know.
All right, buddy. We'll see you later.
My mind went completely.
See you later,
All right,
brother.
see you all Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Yep.
That was Duke. For all those that don't know who Andrew Brown is, he is a very dedicated wrestling fan that has been at every wrestling show you can think of here in Kentucky on the independent scene.
Yep. You know,
Yes.
the thing is, we got to shout out the fans sometimes. You know, Andrew Dew Browning's been coming for years. Kenny Cumming goes to every show under the sun.
That's the Kentucky green shirt.
Yeah, that's
guy.
right.
Yeah, Kentucky green shirt guy. Yeah, it's Kenny Cummings. And also, too, we got to think about the Stan Sierra super fan, Nancy.
Yes.
She's at almost every single show that Stan Sierra's at. She was not in Jenkins, though. Where was she at that night?
I don't know. Jenkins might have been probably a little bit long for her. That's a pretty long trip.
Yeah, I was worried about her there. I was like, she's not here.
I think the reason why she didn't go is because she heard that Jenkins smells like fish.
Well, she's right. I mean, the thing is, Nancy is such a fan of Stan Sierra. We should go ahead and get some Nancy Roberts shirts made up.
Yes.
That's right.
And give her own gimmick table.
That's right.
You know?
Because she's special.
Yep.
A lot of people that's been at the shows, they can tell who Nancy Roberts is because she's the one that's going to be standing up and giving them hell when you talk down about Stan Sierra.
Yep. Stan, let me ask you a question. We got Sunday night coming up right here, right? Besides your match, what other match are you looking forward to the most?
I am looking forward to Chris Michaels and Marcus Johnson.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to just about all of them, really. But RT3 and Adrian, RT3, I came across him in Virginia, so I'm very familiar with him. I've wrestled him a lot down towards Roanoke and down through there, Dublin, all them little towns in there. I wrestled RT3 at. I think Adrian will take him.
Yeah.
I'm 100% behind Adrian in that. I hope Adrian takes him.
Yeah.
I'm pretty confident he will. But that match, Murphy Costigan and Anthony, any match that Murphy Costigan's in, I'm not as familiar with Anthony Katina, but I've heard that he's really exciting. But I know Murphy, and it's like so. An exciting guy mixed with Murphy, it sounds like a pretty good match to me.
Well, like I said, I'm a huge Lord Murphy Costigan fan, and I wish Tony Presley would go ahead and sign him to New South. But Lord Murphy Costigan, he's the Southeastern heavyweight champion. He's had that title for quite some time now. And he's done a very admirable job at defending it and all that stuff. And like I said before, he's the best striker in AMW, I believe. Once he gets somebody in the corner and starts unleashing those strikes, he's got open palm strikes and everything that he just follows, boom, 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 boom. And he's an amazing striker, and everything else he does too, man, is just great. I think that him and Anthony Katina, I'm familiar with Anthony Katina, because, like I said, he worked at New South. And the thing is a lot of these guys worked at New South. And we didn't touch on this. Anthony Katina was offered that final spot on Team New South for War Games.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, is he going to say yes? We don't know yet.
Let's hope he does.
Yes, we hope he does. Yeah.
If he was smart, he would.
Yeah. That'd be a great get for us, If he could be the fifth man to fill out the rest of the team. You got Team AMW, which is Kyle Maggard at the helm of that. You've got the prospector, Wes Barker. You've got the AMW heavyweight champion, Marty Clay. You got the Heat Seekers, Sigmund and Elliott. That's Team AMW. And then you got Team New South, which is yourself. You got Misery. And then you got possibly Anthony Katina, And who else was on the team?
The Blondes.
Yeah, the Blondes. That's right. The box office Blondes, the New South Tag Team Champions.
How do you beat those guys?
You don't.
Exactly.
You don't.
You know.
I mean, we might as well go ahead and say it's a shoe-in now that Anthony Katina is going to be the fifth man,
Exactly, because you just know that that's his choice, because he did wrestle for New South when they were at the Lawrenceburg, Kentucky venue.
Yep.
So he's going to be coming there, and he's going to be a shoe-in.
Yep, he
for
knows
Team New South.
He knows what New South's all about. He knows what Tony Presley's all about. He knows what Sexy Stan Sierra's all about. He knows what the Box Office Blonde's all about. He might not be familiar with Misery, but still, that's a heck of a team right there. You look at Team New South, and then you look at Team AMW, and it's kind of like apples and oranges. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you look at the whole AMW, New South, combination. By having us at New South mixed in with AMW, we make AMW elevate.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, the AMW New South Tag Team Division, I've heard you guys talking about on it. I can't remember the last time I seen a tough tag team division as what is there right now.
Yeah.
There's really something special going on in that tag team division.
And the thing is you got the New South Tag Team Champions, the Box Office Blondes. You've got the AMW Tag Team Champions, the Country Gentlemen. Both of those guys are at the forefront of both sides of the coin there. And, you couldn't ask for better representation there,
That's right.
So
that's a fire tag team division.
This Sunday night, though, in Lexington at the Ice Center, I'm looking forward to, of course, your match, and also against All In Ace Carmichael, but also, too, I'm looking forward to the six-man tag. Like I said, that's going to be the biggest six-man tag in the history of AMW. I'm looking forward to Rhino and Rex. That's going to be a big battle of the bulls, a big hoss fight almost, I'm looking forward to Lord Murphy Costigan and Primetime Katina. That's going to be great. I have not seen a more stacked card in recent memory than the one that we're going to have on Sunday night, November the 2nd at the Lexington Ice Center.
Listen, put this into perspective, and it's possible. You know how things happen on independent wrestling shows. You get Rex and Rhino and there's liable not to be a main event.
Yeah.
Because they're liable to tear that ring down.
Yeah.
That's true.
That is a lot of man in the ring at the same time, and both guys move around really good.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So,
the thing is, Rex is what, 6'8"?
At least
6'8", and he's every bit of 350, 400 pounds.
He's as round as he is tall.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, is he's a huge individual, but he moves around like he's a cruiserweight. He's a very fast guy. You can't, underestimate his quickness or anything like that, because man, he's got the full package. I think.
He absolutely does.
Yeah. But that's going to be a huge night, man. I've not seen a stacked card
Hey, Bobby.
that stacked. Yeah.
Check your DMs, but don't say anything.
Check my DMs.
Yep. But don't say anything.
Why would you send me a picture like this?
What?
Johnny, we told you about that.
I sent you what I thought you wanted to look at.
But Johnny,
Johnny, why would you send me it? Get out.
Bobby,
You ought to be ashamed of yourself, Johnny.
Bobby, listen.
Johnny, we told you.
It's
about
got the
this.
New South logo on it and everything,
Johnny!
and it fits well with
Why did
you.
you shave it in
So,
there like that?
well, let's go back and talk about the War Games match for a little bit, okay? Since you want to be disgusting and filthy like you are, I mean, and I know what your mindset is now. Sending me a picture like that. Let's talk about the War Games match for a second. You got Team New South, right? Cohesive unit. Okay?
Yep.
Everybody's fighting for the same cause and everything. Then you got Team AMW, okay? What's happened the last several weeks on Showdown? You've had the Heat Seekers and the Freelanders going at it tooth and nail for several weeks in a
Exactly.
row, fighting and brawling and stuff like that. Came down to a head in a cage match of their own and everything. The Freelanders pulled out the victory and everything, but the thing is, though, is Kyle Maggard asked the Heat Seekers to be a part of Team AMW with the Freelanders.
I know, right?
How's that team even going to get along at this point? Are they going to get along?
You cannot trust the Heat Seekers, and let me tell you why. It's kind of the New South mold compared to the AMW mold. I mean, you got the Prospector, Wes Barker, and Marty Clay. They're always on TV talking about laying around on the creek banks eating turtle meat. I always picture them with little sticks in the ground with turtle meat hanging off of them.
Disgusting stuff.
With their toes on the fire. That's the kind of vibe I get off Marty Clay and the Prospector, Wes Barker. But then you got the Heat Seekers, former NWA champions, traveled all over the world. They mean business. They're not there to finish second.
Yep.
They're not there to they're there to win it all. And I don't think you can trust the Heat Seekers because the Heat Seekers mindset is way more superior than the Freelanders or Kyle Maggard for that matter.
Yeah. And the thing is, too, is they're on opposing teams in the six-man tag team main event this weekend.
They are.
They're teaming up. The Heat Seekers are teaming up with Double J, Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett said at the end of the night he's going to bring 3 guitars. There's going to be 3 guitar necklaces. And, they're aiming toward the Freelanders and John Noble. But the Freelanders and the Heat Seekers are on Team AMW together. I don't see that being a cohesive unit.
I don't either.
I see that being a recipe for disaster, honestly.
Do you think that the Heat Seekers are coming to Lexington with Jeff Jarrett and they plan on losing to Wes Barker and Marty Clay and John Noble?
Nope.
Not in anybody's wildest imagination is that even a thought in their mind.
Yep.
They're going to do whatever it takes to win because that's their mindset.
I know it. And the thing is Kyle thinks that he can trust these guys to team up together. I don't think so, man.
Good for us.
Yeah, good for Team New South.
It shows where his leadership mind is because he's not thinking. He's thinking, "Oh, I'm going to bring these 2 teams together and they're going to have to work together." What he's not understands that these 2 teams, they hate each other's guts. They can't trust each other, and this Sunday is going to prove that because when they're on opposite sides against each other, you just know at War Games, neither of them is going to be on the same side.
Yeah, because the thing is, too, is sure they shook hands at the end of the cage match that they had on Showdown.
Yep.
Sure they did that and everything out of sportsmanship, and they said, we respect you, and we might not like you, but we respect you. Respect only goes so far in wrestling. That's the thing. Respect only goes so far. When you're in a live or die situation like the War Games, can you trust these guys in the end? You shook hands.
You really can't because just because y'all shook hands doesn't mean that means that's going to show when y'all are on opposite sides. And now that you're inside the War Games match, that's raising up the stakes because now you can't trust them.
Yeah, a pat on the back is just a couple of feet away from kicking the pants.
Really is.
So.
And Kyle expects these 2 teams to just magically get over their hatred for each other. I just saw today Marty Clay and Russ Barker were asking him, Kyle, can you trust him? And what did Kyle say? He tells them, well, boys, look at me. You can trust me because I brought him onto the team. That's not going to build up trust. That right there is dissension being put inside the ranks, and it's by his own words.
Think about this. The unthinkable that me and you might think about, but like the heat seekers, their mentality, the way they think, the way they've operated, the way you've seen how they operate. Who's to say that they're not waiting for this moment for them cage doors to be locked and they plan on getting their own revenge on Marty Clay and Wes Barker? That has nothing to do with New South whatsoever. Maybe they got their own plan.
Exactly.
You don't know.
Yeah, they've had a grudge against each other for the last couple of months, and the thing is, like I said, pat on the back is just a couple of feet from kicking the pants. They may, like you said earlier, lull them into a false sense of security.
Yep.
That's probably what's happening here at this point, with the heat seekers and the Freelanders. I'm thinking the Freelanders might want to keep their head on a swivel and watch the heat seekers.
Exactly, because you never know with both teams because they hate each other's guts. You always thought the Freelanders are still distrustful. They're still asking, can they trust them? So I think that they need to keep their eyes on the back of their heads because heat seekers just might have a plan that goes against everything they've been planning. That could be a big, big, big thing for New South because if AMW isn't on the same team, then it's a shoe-in win for New South.
That's the smartest thing you've said all night, Johnny.
It's the truth, though. Because think about it. Kyle Mack is supposed to be team leader, right?
Yeah.
He sees that these two teams have distrust amongst themselves.
Right.
So why is he telling one team, look at me. They're on the team, right? You trust me, right? Well, then you can trust them. That's not going to tell your teammates that you should trust them.
See, if Johnny can see that, why can't Kyle Maggard see that?
Exactly.
Because let me tell you something about Kyle Maggard. When it comes to professional wrestling, he is a special kind of stupid. He is the most gullible, ignorant person. It was one of the things that whenever me and him was teaming together that we used to argue about fiercely when it come to ways of doing things and the ways of handling things in the ring. Kyle has one certain way that he looks at things. He never gets off the track of that. He never deters off of it. He won't adapt to a situation, or if a situation arises. I've said a million times over the years, is Stan Sierra the best move for move type of wrestler in a match? Probably not. But is Stan Sierra the best wrestler when it comes to seizing that one little opportunity to slip in and gain control at any means necessary? Beyond a shadow of a doubt, there's nobody close to me when it comes to that. And wrestling, that's a big part of wrestling. Opportunity, awareness, what's going on, what's happening, what are you going to do? You know what I mean? It's like it's not just, and Kyle Maggard has a one-track mind, and you could, perfect example, since we're in the fall and we're getting ready to do the Great Pumpkin, because I just watched it the other night. I watched the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. I watched it every year of my life.
Yeah.
I watched it. And he is Charlie Brown kicking the football. You could make him miss that son of a bitch tonight, and he'd come back tomorrow and miss it again.
Exactly.
That's Kyle Maggard. That's Kyle Maggard. All wrapped up. That's his mentality.
That's the best analogy I've ever heard. Because you're correct. You're totally right.
So it's not surprising that he's that gullible.
I know it.
War Games is one of those special kinds of matches because it means that the match is going to start right away. No, both teams have to be inside the cage. So when the match does start, before the bell even rings, someone could be beaten, battered, and bloodied.
And that's all preliminary stuff, That's before the
right.
match actually begins.
That's right.
Because, like you said, once everybody gets into the cage is when the match officially starts.
That's right, and that means that whoever ends up inside the cage first or second or so on and so forth, a huge advantage could be had. And they got to think about this. Team AMW, they're not thinking clearly because they realize they're walking to a situation where they've just put two teams that hate each other's guts together, and they're thinking that, hey, these guys going to work there. We're going to walk in and mow down New South. Truth is, what they're doing is they just walk themselves into a bit of a handicap, if you will, because you don't know if the Heat Seekers going to be on their team or not. Heat Seekers could have something else on their mind.
And the thing is you can see it all go down at Thanksgiving Turmoil War Games. Hazard High School, Hazard, Kentucky, November the 22nd. Do not miss it. You can get your tickets by going to the AMW Facebook page, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling. Go to the Facebook page. Look for the ticket link. Buy your tickets now, or you can scan the QR code. Get your tickets. You can also scan the QR code for this Sunday night as well. Lexington Ice Center, Lexington, Kentucky. AMW presents Showdown. Huge main event, biggest tag in history. That I've said this the entire time. I've put it over multiple times. You do not get a bigger six-man tag than this match right here. The legendary John Noble, his last appearance in Lexington, might I add.
Yep.
His last appearance in Lexington, Kentucky. Teaming up with the prospector Wes Barker and the AMW heavyweight champion Marty Clay will be taking on the Heat Seekers. See? They're on opposite teams.
Exactly.
The Heat Seekers and their tag team partner, Double J, Jeff Jarrett, the last outlaw, WWE Hall of Famer. I mean, you don't get bigger than that. That's an amazing main event. Don't miss that. Don't miss Rhino versus Rex. Battle of the Bulls. That's an amazing match.
Exactly.
Every single match on this card Sunday night is a barn burner. Could be a potential classic. This is going to be one of the best shows that you've ever been to, I can promise you.
That's right. And plus, not only are you getting the War Games match, but John Noble is having his very last match against the headliner, Chris Michaels.
Yeah, let me promo that too while I'm at it and everything. I'm sorry, Stan, I'm taking up your precious time.
Oh, go for it, Bobby.
November the 22nd, Hazard High School, Hazard, Kentucky, Thanksgiving Turmoil. War Games, you're going to see Team AMW versus Team New South Wrestling in the huge War Games main event. Also, you're going to see the Good Brothers will be going for the AMW Tag Team Championships against the Country Gentlemen. Also on the card that night, you're going to see John Noble's final match ever, and this is going to be a verifiable classic. John Noble versus the headliner, Chris Michaels. And then also announced now officially RT3 versus Adrian Alexander for that night as well. Let's get back to the John Noble versus Chris Michaels match. You know, several months ago, it was at the King of the Mountains tournament. You know, one of the earlier rounds. John Noble won his match, and it was attacked by a masked man called the Black Scorpion. Attacked a couple more times, and then all of a sudden he comes out on Bluegrass Brawl and attacks John Noble again, pulls his mask off, looks at the camera, and it's headliner Chris Michaels. Nobody expected it. Cuts a fiery promo talking about the past that they have and the history they have between them and how he's going to end his career that night. That part is true. That's John Noble's last match ever. He's made that known. Will John Noble go out on top, or will he go out a loser?
Exactly.
I'm going to predict he goes out a loser.
It's very possible. I do have a lot of respect for John Noble. However, I have even more respect for headliner Chris Michaels.
Absolutely.
And you just know.
When you talk about Chris Michaels, just like you said, WWE, Smoky Mountain Wrestling, I mean, anywhere, any place remotely close to this area, Chris Michaels has been atop of at one time or another. And still to this day, I mean, when you watch Chris Michaels turn it on, when Chris Michaels shows up and turns it on, there's nobody like Chris Michaels.
Exactly.
And not taking away nothing from John Noble, because John Noble's a great wrestler too. And you know, let me say, I've wrestled John Noble in every town in eastern Kentucky over the last 10 years. I can't tell you how many times. And so I do have a lot of respect for John. I've won some. I've lost some. John beat me once for the AMW championship, and then I come back and I beat him back for it. And so we've had a lot of battles. But, and I have to say, and I have to take this time to say this, especially to John Noble, because that's, you know, everybody's been trying to, say their parting piece, I guess, with John Noble. And I have a ton of respect for John Noble. He's a very superior technical wrestler, but at the end of the day, it makes me very happy to know that John Noble is going to go into retirement, and he's going to have to get up every day for the rest of his life in retirement and look in the mirror and realize that I beat him in the 2025 King of the Mountains tournament.
You did.
That's true.
And you can say, oh, Chris Michaels come out and he pulled the you know what? You shouldn't have pissed Chris off. And Chris is pissed right now. That's what makes Chris dangerous, because it's like Chris feels disrespected. Chris feels overlooked and not paid attention to, and not the proper respect that a man with his credentials has. He feels like he's not getting treated fairly, and I'd have to agree with him. I don't think he is. I don't think he has been treated fairly. So I wouldn't want to be John Noble.
Yeah,
on
exactly.
that last match.
I've known Chris Michaels for a long time, over 30 years, and this is the maddest I've ever seen him. This is the angry Chris Michaels. This is the Chris Michaels that's out for blood. He's gonna look to put John Noble down in his final
That's right.
appearance.
You got to think, John Noble, ask yourself, do you have what it takes to slay this dragon? Because right now, it looks like Chris Michaels and all that hatred that he's feeling right now could just be the end of you.
Yeah. Oh, another thing that we have not touched on, Stan, so far is the AMW Hall of Fame is going to happen at Thanksgiving Turmoil. We got to put this over, too.
Nice.
So far there's been 4 announced inductees going in. The first announced was Joe Kazana, father of the country gentleman, and he's wrestled everywhere. If it had 3 letters in the name, he's wrestled there. He's wrestled them all. He's beaten them all. He's wrestled guys like Ric Flair,
That's
Sting.
right.
He's wrestled them. J.R. Everidge, well-deserved as well. He's one of the only commentary guys at AMW that I actually halfway get along with. He deserves everything, and wish him well wishes. Also, too, Andy Douglas is getting inducted that night as well. One half of the Naturals. We haven't seen him this way for a long, long time, but, he's a well-deserving recipient as well. And then also the 4th announced man so far is Ruthless Roger Anderson, one half of Death and Destruction with Frank the Tank Parker. He's part of the First Family with Handsome Bo James. Wrestled everywhere. A great, great talent. Well-deserving class this year. There's also some more people that haven't been announced yet, and I'm not going to give those away. So,
Listen, Roger Anderson is one of my. I'm not known as a tag team guy. You know me. I've always been a single guy. But down in Virginia, down in the mountains, I had the pleasure of tagging with Roger Anderson.
Yeah.
And let me tell you something. There's nothing like tagging with Roger Anderson. I mean, the smarts, the intelligence, the ring awareness, savvy, you name it. This dude's got it, and a pleasure. I mean, I feel lucky that I got to be tag team with him. And J.R. Everidge, let me tell you a quick story. You know all the people involved in this story. So this is mine and my brother Stevie P's very first night in the wrestling business.
yeah.
And so we go out. Back then you could be in the crowd and come out of the crowd. So we come running out of the crowd, and we pull, we had the hair down the middle of our back. I mean, we was wild. You know how it was back then. And we pulled out some plastic bags, and we put them over these guys' heads and started, choking them out a little bit with it. And the tag team that was in the ring was a guy named Jimmy Golden.
Yeah.
Or not Jimmy Golden, Eddie Golden. Is a Golden, but his tag team partner was J.R. Everidge.
That's awesome.
He was a mask guy.
Yeah.
So he was my very first time in the ring. JR was there.
That's great.
Nice.
And a lot of people don't realize that JR is a former wrestler.
Very good one, too.
Yeah, absolutely. I was familiar with him before I started working with him on commentary. And, we actually, I get along better with him than I do Rated X.
Exactly, because he's a good,
Well, you
good
can
talker.
talk to him. If you seen my interview with him, when me and him sat down and had that talk, and I said, just let me have it.
Yeah.
Don't pussyfoot around. Just let me have it. And I thought I like it. If you're gonna say something, and I feel like JR is one of them guys that he don't care to say it.
Yeah.
And I got a lot of respect for JR.
Yeah, I do
That's
too.
it.
I do too. And And to see him get inducted, he was surprised by G-Man on the episode of Showdown a couple weeks ago, and it was a very heartfelt surprise and everything. And you could tell by the look on his face that it moved him a lot and everything. So he's very well deserving of this honor.
He does deserve it.
All of these men are deserving this honor, even the ones that haven't been announced yet. So
that's right. And you guys got to tune into the AMW Facebook page to find out who the next members are.
Yeah, and better yet, tune in to AMW Showdown every Tuesday night on the Appalachian Mountain Wrestling YouTube channel, 7 p.m. And we're there like clockwork. Go back and watch some old episodes. Keep up with the new episodes as they premiere. You can see all kinds of different older shows from way back in the day. There's full shows on the AMW YouTube channel. You got all the TV. You got the older TV. You got the current TV. You can follow everybody's AMW careers right there on AMW Appalachian Mountain Wrestling YouTube.
That's right. And plus, they should check out your YouTube.
Oh, they should. Tons. I got the best YouTube channel.
You do, because you got tons of old school footage.
Yeah, I got some videos of me wrestling Stan Sierra on there. We won't talk about the outcomes. But, there's all kinds of older videos from all around Kentucky, Ohio, Indiana, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia. There's a bunch of them on there. Give it a like, give it a subscribe, watch something. It's free to subscribe.
That's right.
It doesn't cost anything. You might find something you like on there. I got a lot of good stuff on my YouTube channel. I got a lot of bad stuff, too, but the good stuff outweighs the bad stuff. So
that's right. And the only reason why you're keeping the bad stuff is because you want to preserve everything that was Kentucky wrestling back then.
And I got a lot more bad stuff to go up. So
that's true. And that's understandable, because sometimes the bad stuff needs to be there just as much as the good stuff.
Yeah. The thing is every show, I think that every show that was held around Kentucky, is special to somebody different, Like, I've gotten, since starting my YouTube channel, I've gotten a lot of comments from people saying that because of my YouTube channel and seeing my old videos and everything, that they've seen their family members that have passed away, or they might be related or knew, one of the wrestlers that is now gone. So they now get to relive that piece of history, one more time, seeing it again there. So that always made me feel good and everything. I don't monetize it or anything like that, because I want to keep the music in there, and because I want to keep the integrity of the show. Now, sometimes I'll get a video will get blocked because of music, then I'll have to go in and blank that out. So if you're watching one of my older videos and you hear silence during a ring entrance, that's because the music got blocked. But, I try to keep them as complete as possible. I've had to edit a couple, due to copyright issues and all that stuff. And the thing is we didn't know back in the day that, anything about copyrights or anything like that. We just, whatever music we wanted to use that fit our, gimmicks or, personas or whatever like that, we used it, Yep. So now that's why a lot of people are going the custom route as far as music goes and everything. So, we can get around those copyrights.
That's right.
And I think it's a great idea. I don't know why everybody isn't doing it at this point. I know AMW, they try to keep everything copyright free, so you can show the all the entrances and all that stuff, whatever you need to show. So I do commend AMW on that.
I do too, because you can't have a Stan Sierra entrance without his music.
Yeah, and that's the best intro to a ladies and gentlemen. That whole spiel going into it. And then here comes Stan, and Stan comes out, and he's all cocky and brash. And then he gets on the mic, and it gets even better. So it's like,
that's right.
You're starting here for the beginning of the entrance. And then he comes out, and then he gets on the mic, and boom, it's through the roof. And that's why he's the New South Heavyweight Champion.
That's right. And they all should be making him a sandwich.
Yeah, they should.
Exactly.
You're getting smarter as the night goes on.
I mean, it's the truth, though.
I don't know why you're not making him a sandwich right now.
Yep,
I'm not a woman, though. He says he wants a woman to get inside the kitchen and make him a sandwich.
I don't do sandwiches. I do tamales. They're way better.
Oh, why didn't you bring any?
I will have some Sunday.
Oh.
Nice.
Like, seriously, if you want some, I can bring you some.
They won't make KWF.
No, yeah, I won't be.
I'm leaving. I'm only going to KWF to drop off your guys' tamales because I'm going to see the country.
You're going to be a KWF?
That's right.
I'm trying to hit both.
That's what I'm trying to.
See, I got a date after the show at KWF.
Here we go.
Oh,
Let's
shit.
get it.
Tell us.
No, I've said too much.
We need details, brother.
No, you don't.
You can't talk about
we
you got a
do.
hot date and not give us no
I
deets.
said a date. I didn't say it was a hot date. Yes, it is a hot date. She is.
See, come on, man. Keep
No,
spilling,
I'm
keep
not.
spilling it.
Yeah.
First
You've done
it was
spilled the
a
beans.
date, and then it's a hot date.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It keeps getting better.
Hey,
Yeah.
You just keep making them all. He'll keep going.
What's it going to be next?
I've said too much.
But yeah, they should definitely be coming out there this Sunday because November 2nd, 2025, Lexington Ice Center. There's no other place to be at than at this show. Because Appalachian Mountain Wrestling and New South are going to bring you the collab of the century.
Yep.
And as much as Ray X likes to say that's not a collab,
It is.
he should be paying attention to that ring skirt because it says New South, AMW. So, what's his deal with hating on New South?
And the thing is, I always bring that up to him that both logos are on the ring apron and everything, and he's like, I don't see nothing on there. That's you got the New South logo covered up with the steps over there. And I'm like, well, you open up your eyes a little bit, Jimmy.
Well, Jimmy is like 87 years old, you know. His eyesight's getting a little fuzzy.
Jimmy's only like 4 years older than me. So.
Oh. He didn't mean to make you feel like a dinosaur.
Don't make me come over there.
Yeah, because you
Oh
saw
my God!
what he
Oh, we got a visitor.
What in the hell?
did. Hey, it's Eric Cartman.
No, it ain't.
Oh!
Yeah!
That's the camera there, buddy.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Hey, it's all right.
We still on?
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
on. The camera's just messed up.
Yeah, help it by
Once
turning
you
it.
have that one, brother.
You going?
Hold on, I got to stand up. What's up?
That's right.
How are you?
I know, Joe.
Sean, you want to help turn that camera back this way a little bit?
I might want to give you seats to this legend.
Everybody get a seat up. Maybe this guy. I'll take a lady seat.
Go ahead, brother.
So what brings you this way, Frank?
Tamales.
Oh, well, that's a good reason.
Period.
That's a good reason.
Tamales.
What?
That's right.
Guy got me too, Johnny.
Yep, it's good. Turn it just slightly a little bit back this way.
Like towards Bobby or towards Stan?
Back this way a little
3
bit.
red ones, 3 green ones. Your red ones are spicy.
Just a little bit more.
Thank you. How do you?
Did you say green ones?
Yeah.
Ooh, like green chili?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
green chili.
There we go.
Stan, Frank's getting ready to walk out with no tamales.
Yeah, we're good.
We have a hallway brawl. Tamales.
Frank's
That's
getting ready
right.
to walk out with no tamales. Because we're going to take them.
I'm definitely.
I
But-
worked very hard on these.
She did work very hard. I can vouch for that.
Yeah.
I'm one of her 10 favorite people.
Yes.
Oh,
That's very
man.
true.
But yeah, New South Wrestling has a good show going on this Sunday.
Yep.
There's another show that's also going to be happening this Sunday as well.
Why don't you tell us about it?
This one is Kentucky Wrestling Federation at their brand new venue. This is going to be crowned the very first Kentucky Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion.
It should have been me.
It should have been.
They done cheated me out of it.
You're not in it no more?
Now I got to go and try and be the tag team champion. But I don't have a partner yet, so I'm gonna have to find somebody.
He did try. He did try to get Del Bass, but Del Bass told him no.
I did not ask Dale Bass. Frank the Tank would never ask Dale Bass. I want that to be made clear as day. Frank the Tank would never ask Dale Bass.
That's true.
I think you should team with Max Steel just so Dale Bass can go, it's Frank the Tank
Yeah, twice.
and Frank the Tank.
Right. Exactly.
Oh, jeez.
That's true.
There?
I was there, yeah.
Oh,
I was standing back like where you were sitting at. I was standing behind you and over up, where everybody was coming out at. And I was like, oh no.
Yeah, Max still gets eliminated. He's like, Frank the Tank is out of the room. I was like, Frank the Tank is sitting in the crowd.
I saw you stand up and you turn around and you said, what? The hell, what? I was like, oh no.
Yeah,
Max hates that story.
yeah. Max still couldn't even believe his eyes. He turned around like, who you calling Frank? But that would be a good tag team, though. Frank the Tank and Max Steel.
Oh, yeah, man.
After watching him and watching Frank's the man inside the ring.
Yep.
He was my pick to be the first KWF champion.
I know. I've known Frank since what, 2010, something like that. The beginning of UWF.
Was it the beginning?
I think so. It wasn't long after they started. Because I know before that you were in Lawrenceburg for WCCW and you were part of the frat boys, and I didn't know you then. But then once Phil and Cujo started running in Georgetown there, is when I first met you and everything.
Yeah, those were fun times.
Yeah, they were. They were.
That's back when Jim Chadwick and his kendo stick was still walking around.
Yep, Jim Chadwick, great guy.
Yep.
Great guy. Very, very missed. He was probably, I consider him my greatest rival. Yeah, because the thing was we were best of friends, and then we hated each other, and then we were best of friends again, stuff like that. So it was always a competition, the Gentleman's Club versus Lone Wolf Enterprises. Two different factions that
That's
we
right.
managed.
A lot of managerial work.
Yeah.
Cole County Crusher said that his line's always open, Frank. If you need a partner, Cole County Crusher.
Who?
Cole County Crusher.
Who is that?
He is.
Oh, for a minute. I don't know.
He is part of Austin Diamond's Out for Blood.
No, I'm good.
Wow.
Also,
That
Cole County Crusher said that he's had a match against you, Stan, and he wants a match again. So he remembers wrestling you that one time. Now he wants to have another match against you.
I remember now.
I mean, if you want to give Stan a win, sure. That's easy. It's like playing the Bengals.
All joking aside, when you look back at some of that, because I keep a lot of old flyers, like all of us usually keep some kind of memorabilia, and them old flyers from UWF and around that time, you really didn't know what you had going on there. Looking back on it now, I mean, there was a lot of great guys on them shows. I mean, a lot of great guys.
And I tell you what, for as much flack as they got and everything, Felony Fox really, I think she did a good thing for women's wrestling in the state of Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. Like Alita Ortiz.
Yeah, Alita Ortiz was great.
She kicked hard.
Yeah, yeah. Alita Ortiz, and then you had Jessie Bell, and you had Mickey Knuckles was there, and then who else? Kelly Klein was there.
Heather Owens.
Heather Owens, yeah.
And Felony Fox.
Yeah, Felony Fox. Yeah, golly, I had a match with Felony Fox once, and she kicked the crap out of me.
She kicks hard.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's on YouTube. You can watch it. Just go to my channel, look up Vicious Vixens. But yeah, there was a lot of good stuff, a lot of fun back then, man. Me and you, we had our big cage match. That was great.
Yep.
And Kelly Klein, Mary Elizabeth Monroe. Who else was around back then, women-wise?
Bob Murdoch.
Yeah.
Got him.
Well, I mean, yeah, he could have been Vixen's champion.
Could have been.
Yeah. But, a lot of good stuff came out of there and everything. But, I don't think that she gets the respect that she deserves
Who
for
was
that.
Roger Ruffin's?
That was Big Mama.
Big Mom.
Yep.
That's another one.
Cindy.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
I was trying to remember what her name was.
Yep.
I couldn't, but I remember her being. I couldn't remember her name.
Yeah. Yeah, she was really good, too, and everything.
Exactly. And was a great promotion as well. You and getting all those women wanting to beat your ass, though, that was a master class. Because it showed that Bobby Blade was the most hated heel during that time.
It was always my job on they had a yearly all-women show called Vicious Vixens, and it was my job to try to ruin the Vixen show every single year. And every single year I would succeed to a point, and then I would get my butt kicked. And it was always a great time.
If you wanted to
Right.
finish the job, you should have just brought in Bob Murdoch.
Yeah, Sunday and the 22nd are looking big and are a banger for Appalachian Mountain Wrestling.
Absolutely. You want me to promote it again? Okay. How long we got?
We got, about 20 more minutes.
20 more minutes. Okay. I think we
Is that
can.
enough time for Bobby to talk?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Hey, it's all right. It's all right.
I've already went through the cards already several times during the show, so I'm going to say it one more time, and I'll go through it kind of quickly and everything.
This is how we brainwash them.
This Sunday night, 6 p.m., the Lexington Ice Center, Lexington, Kentucky, Appalachian Mountain Wrestling presents Showdown. The main event for that evening will be the Prospector Wes Barker teaming with the AMW Heavyweight Champion, Marty Clay. And there will be teaming up with the legendary John Noble in his last ever appearance and in Lexington, Kentucky. And they will be taking on the team of Sigmund and Elliott, the Heat Seekers, and their tag team partner, Double J. That's Jeff. J-A-R-R-E-T-T, Double J, Jeff Jarrett. And he's promised 3 guitar necklaces will be handed out that evening. Also, too, on the card, you will see Rhino, the man beast. Rhino will be taking on one half of the New South Wrestling Tag Team Champions, the Box Office Blondes. He'll be taking on Rex. Also, you will be seeing the New South Heavyweight Champion will be defending his title against All In Ace Carmichael. And then also you will see the Southeastern Heavyweight Champion, Lord Murphy Costigan, will defend his title against Primetime Anthony Katina. Also on the card as well, you will see the Kentucky Heavyweight Champion, Marvelous Marcus Johnson. He was my father's favorite wrestler of all time. That's no lie. That's legit. Marvelous Marcus Johnson will defend the Kentucky Championship against the headliner, Chris Michaels. And then on November the 22nd, Hazard High School, Hazard, Kentucky, Thanksgiving Turmoil. You will see the huge War Games double ring steel cage match main event. Team AMW versus Team New South. Also on the card will be an AMW Tag Team Championship match. It will be,
That's the stand-up they need a guy on their team.
Well, we're waiting on one to see if he says yes or no. So you're also going to see an AMW Tag Team Championship match as the Kazana brothers, the Country Gentlemen, will be defending the AMW Tag Team titles against the Good Brothers, Doc Gallows, and my good friend, Carl the Machine Gun Anderson. Also, too, you will see John Noble in his final ever match. His farewell match will take place at Thanksgiving Turmoil in Hazard, Kentucky, against none other than the headliner, Chris Michaels. And it's a very different Chris Michaels than we've seen in the past. He's going to bring out the mean streak. He's looking for blood. He said he's going to make John Noble bleed that night. He said he's going to take him to his limit and put him out on his back. Is he going to be able to do that? We don't know. Buy your tickets now. Come see Thanksgiving Turmoil. And then also, too, in a previously announced match, you're going to see RT3 taking on the double ace, Adrian Alexander. Thanksgiving Turmoil, War Games, November the 22nd. Make sure that you visit the Appalachian Mountain Wrestling Facebook page. Find the ticket link, click on that, buy your tickets, or find the QR code and scan that. You can do that with either the War Games show on November 22nd, or you can do that for the Showdown show on November the 2nd. Either way, you don't want to miss either night. Huge action is going to happen that evening. Those 2 evenings, I should say.
Be there.
Be there.
Or be square.
I'm blown up.
I don't think it could be said any better than that.
That's right. But that's what it's all about, too. Not only do you got the...
Sunday!
That's right.
Oh, my God. Spit all over myself. You made me spit all over myself, Frank.
Man, Bobby Blade finally busted a gut. But that's what it's all about, is 2 big shows. And not only that, but they can also, if there are people that can't make it to the AMW show, they can also make it out to Kentucky Wrestling Federation's Round 3 final tournament for the KWF Heavyweight Championship.
Put it over, Frank.
I got a question. I got a question. What? 2 things. One, why are you sitting in the back where the camera? I'm talking to you.
Who, me?
Yeah. Why the camera?
Why are you looking over there?
Why are you in the center of the shot with the instead of the two stars be in the center of the shot?
Because
Why
I'm the
you in
producer
center?
of the show.
You know what? That's a good question.
I have to keep over here to
Look at
maintain this.
Look at it. He's got such a big ego and everything that he puts himself as a center of focus,
Yeah.
center of attention
Right
for
in
the whole
middle of the
show.
table.
I can't help it that my sparkles shine
No.
brighter
Guy
than
thinks
yours,
he's the head of the
Bobby.
table.
You should have, you should have seen this picture he sent me earlier, Frank. You would.
Come on now. It had New South's logo on it.
It did. I know it had New South
I
logo,
saw a
but
smile
I still
on
don't
your
need to
face.
see that
I saw a smile on your face when you saw it.
because I couldn't believe how small it was.
Do you ever smile in awkward situations hoping that it would soften the blow? I think that's what he was
Sometimes.
trying to do.
But
When I talk about it being small, I'm talking about I couldn't believe how small the New South logo was on the shirt. There's your saving grace.
it should have been. It should have been bigger. The logo should have been. Is what you're saying.
What I'm saying is, the whole shirt should have been a New South logo.
I mean, it had to have Lone Wolf Bobby Blade's name on it as well.
Stop talking. You're do better.
Boy,
He's digging that shovel.
Oh, the
He's
second
broken
question
the
is.
shovel. He's still digging though.
The second question is, why do you have an air freshener?
he's
Air
been over there.
freshener.
He's been over there farting this whole time.
Right here, right here on this
Air
microphone,
freshener.
right on the microphone
Right here.
stand.
Right here.
That's Andy's custom air freshener.
He's had
Why
bad
is it on
gas.
your mic?
Because it's hot on my mic.
He's had bad gas all night long, and that's how he masked it over.
Is that
No. That right there is just a custom Nice Guy Andy Podcast air freshener. The only one ever available.
why only one?
Because Andy just want to have his face on something good.
Yeah, but why only one?
That's what I've been trying to ask. Why only one?
Because Andy's
Because apparently you fart more than once. So
I
Yeah.
don't fart.
you need more than one.
He farts a lot.
No.
What you're saying? Like that's coming from.
You
Bobby
must be
Blade.
smelling
That's-
something else.
I know where it's coming from, pal.
That's coming from the man that gives posts about his toilet shenanigans.
He does post a lot from
you
his.
don't know?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you don't follow Bobby?
Oh,
Dude,
Yeah.
That'd be me.
video games and toilet shenanigans. That's Bobby.
Yep.
He
I like
does.
his stuff when it comes on my phone, but I just scroll past it. I can't.
Oh,
Oh, so she doesn't pay attention.
Oh,
So
no.
she did, so wait a minute. So
No.
So
I do
you
the
don't
same
know
thing
about his
with
Cokefield
everyone.
sock.
so wait a minute. She's telling me
Three of 'em.
what she's telling me is she doesn't know who I am exactly, right?
Oh,
Does she
yeah.
does she need an introduction?
Yep. Give her an
Do you
introduction.
need an introduction of who I am?
Give it to
Sure,
her.
give it.
I'm the meanest, cheatingest, chokingest, eye pokingest, crotch kickingest, your mama stickingest, spitting on babies, smacking old ladies, one man domestic disturbance, the man, the myth, the living legend, a true old school icon, the man you paid to see, Lone Wolf Bobby Blade, 5-time Hall of Famer.
Oh!
That's
Go.
right.
That's the New South Heavyweight
I got
Champion.
chills now.
Former AMW heavyweight champion for 1,238 days, Sexy Stan Sierra. That is Frank the Tank right
I know
there.
what that is.
Sexy Frank the Tank.
Sexy Frank the Tank.
Ricky Frank the Tank.
Try to keep up staying.
But that's the thing, too, because this man's defending his title. But what has Mark Clay been doing with his title?
He's been tag teaming. He's like, he won the title from Stan. He's like, well, guess I'll just tag team for a while. He's just been coasting pretty much, Stan.
He's it took him so long. You know, you put it in perspective for him. I mean, I'm trying to think about it on his side. Took him 3.5 years, going towards 4, to get that title off of me, and now he's scared to defend it.
Yeah.
He's scared to step out because he deep down, Marty Clay knows that he's not
He
the
feels the
caliber of
pressure.
man that it takes to defend that title on a regular basis.
I know.
He's not that man.
Yeah, and you've been defending it on a regular basis against everybody. You've given people multiple opportunities against it. RT3, you beat him twice.
I
You know?
wasn't even here, and I got a title shot.
Yeah, see?
That's true.
See?
And that's a whole lot more than what Mark Clay has been defending the AMW
Fight
championship.
Jimmy. Like every time, I was gone for 8 years, but one thing that I saw that was a constant was Stan Sierra at the top of the card with the championship belt.
Yep.
That's
Was it
right.
8? You were gone 8 years?
8 years.
Really? It was that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
8 years. I was beating everybody up on the West Coast.
Nice.
And I want to go back on.
I've beaten up Larry D, and I'm beating up Larry D's tag partner. Ace,
Max Sled.
Ace Romero.
Oh yeah. And Triple X. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll say this right now. You know, Frank the Tank. He has been.
The guy that cheated.
Which one, Marty?
With the
one with the cowboy hat.
Oh, with the murder weapon in his hand.
Right.
Yeah, Wes Barker.
Right, with the murder weapon.
Yeah, that is a murder weapon.
So how were you not able to be inside the tournament when he cheated?
Huh?
He cheated. So how are you not inside the tournament and he is?
Oh,
the KWF tournament.
Yeah, I'm missing the context of your question.
He cheated.
It's special.
He cheated.
But how
Yeah,
is he
So how is he
still
in and
the
you're
charm?
not?
Actually, he's not.
You just answered your
We're
own
crowning
question.
our champion
He
this
cheated.
Sunday.
That's why I'm not in the tournament.
He's got a point.
That's true. But
It's like, that was 12 o'clock noon. Like, it's always been noon. Like,
I mean, do you believe that he's a Freelander or not?
a Freelander?
That's what they call themselves.
A Freelander.
The Freelanders.
He's Canadian, so he don't. Nothing against him.
Why is that referee so angry?
Why does he look like he's?
That's what I've been trying to figure out.
He's like, you motherfucker.
He looks like he didn't want to be
I
there.
think he's upset because he's got, like, wide stripes instead of the...
I just noticed that.
You know, it's real obvious. Just use common sense whenever you think about it. I mean, you look at Frank the Tank, and you look at the Prospector. There's no way in hell he beats Frank the Tank unless he's cheating.
Exactly.
There's no other way.
saw a
Use
handful
common
of
sense.
trunks.
Yep. With a
I
potential
saw
murder
a
weapon.
handful of trunks.
And he's Canadian.
Exactly. Should have gave Frank the Tank another
Canadians
chance.
Never fight fair.
They don't.
They put ketchup on a Pop-Tart and call it pizza.
Well, I mean, look at that little beady mustache he's got. Who has a little mustache like that?
Little beady mustache and flapping head. And look at him. He's sitting there. I bet you he's going to say, "G'day, mate. Let's throw another shrimp on the bob."
Exactly.
Call it beef.
Well, we come up to the 2 hour mark.
Have we?
Yep.
We got 9 more minutes. Don't be trying to cut
Why
this
did
short.
It's
it
get-
take 9 minutes?
It's going to take a lot
Say
longer
8
for the call off.
No,
ends.
he's mad because we've been calling him out for his shenanigans all night long.
No,
So he's like Carter.
it's
He's
been
like,
the truth.
You guys, I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's been the truth. But we got a bunch of people in here, and it's going to take a hell of a lot to say our
You
goodbyes.
going to be at KWF Sunday?
Yeah.
I'll see you there, brother.
I could have just
No,
taken him
what
to
time is it?
Sunday.
4.
Ooh.
The bell time's 4. I don't know what time. Call time. Okay. Well, if you're not going to be there, it's fine. We'll figure something out. I'm ring announcing that night. So. He's like, I'll be sick.
Well, no, it's,
No, I'm just playing.
Who would like to go first with their goodbyes?
I gotta shoot things.
You assign. So you're the host, Johnny.
This is how the host has always asked the guests and the people that's around. Who wants to be the first ones to say their goodbyes?
You know what? I'll say mine.
All right, so goodbye, everyone. This is Frank the Tank signing off.
All right,
See you guys later.
Thank you, Frank.
See you command the
See
stage.
you guys later. All right. Cheer this guy.
What?
Cheer this guy. Not that guy.
Oh,
Cheer
okay.
that guy.
Cheer Bobby.
Ignore that guy.
Cheer Stan. Ignore him. What about the guy right behind him?
Hey, all you fans out there, I want to see everybody bring air fresheners to the next show. And give them to this guy so that he can have a collection of air fresheners on his microphone.
No. This is all Andy's. I mean, it's got his face on it.
Frank, have a good night, sir.
Bye, Frank.
Alrighty. I want to thank everybody that chimed into the comments. Everybody here. Bobby, I apologize for Johnny's message he sent you in the middle of the show.
I know,
I'm sorry,
man.
man.
Look here. Look.
Oh my God! What are you, Johnny?
Can you
We
believe-
talk about this.
Did you have to?
Can
Did
you
you have
believe
to
it's that
pause?
small?
Was it cold?
It must have
I don't
been.
want to know. He is my cousin.
Man,
There still needs to be some family mystery. That needs to be where it stays. dude.
Man, you need to get your cousin in check.
I mean, you
Uh,
asked.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is he keeps up his shenanigans. He's gonna get his ass whooped.
He is.
Listen, Bobby. You talk about whooping
I'm
ass,
sorry.
but when I saw you drop the elbows and do the cutters, you got knocked out.
That's Bobby. But, you know, Bobby's an old school wrestler. But
He is.
doesn't deserve that.
I know.
Everybody, Stan, always a pleasure to see you, sir. Bobby, always a pleasure. I'm glad you all get to see me. Thank you, everybody, and stay nice.
Being nice is overrated. I don't. You say that every
You can
time.
say your line and do your thing if you want to go.
No.
Go on with the chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Where's that at?
That's from Billy Madison. That's a line in Billy Madison.
That's right.
What?
You don't
Oh my
know
gosh,
Billy
she
Madison?
doesn't know.
Okay, hold on.
She doesn't know anything.
Let's clear the
She
air.
was very
Let's clear the air.
sheltered by her
I was
mother
very
growing.
sheltered as a child, okay? I didn't know anything about wrestling until
I showed
this
up
year.
wearing a shirt. Yeah, I showed up to her mom's house wearing a shirt. I said, yeah, it's a wrestling shirt. She's like, don't even talk about it. But
He got kicked out of our house for wearing a CM Punk shirt, you guys. Like, this is not a joke. I was sheltered.
Go on with the chlorophyll.
she don't know anything. You got to
Do you know what
watch the
chlorophyll is?
Yes, I know what chlorophyll is.
Well, the one thing
Okay.
you paid attention to in school, science class.
To put it in context, it's a movie named Billy Madison. Adam Sandler's the star, and there's a scene where he's going back to school. He's in the high school and everything, and he's going into science class, and they're talking about chlorophyll, and he goes, chlorophyll, more like borophyll, and then they're just
Yep.
kind of looking at him and all that stuff. He goes, go on with the chlorophyll. So that's what that's from.
You'll have to check that movie out.
It's fantastic.
No more movies.
It's
fantastic.
classic.
It's
though.
not
movies.
one of the ones that we wanted you to watch that went for like 9 hours.
Star Wars, eh?
Yep, Star Wars does do that.
So, which one of you two would like to go?
Okay. Bobby Blade, nice meeting you, even though I don't pay attention to your stuff.
That's just rude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Cheers,
she-
Stan Sierra.
She's honest.
Bye, everyone. Have a nice night.
At least she's honest.
yeah. At least she was honest
But
about
You're
it.
a little too honest. That's kind of
Joe?
disrespectful.
Gentlemen, thank you for stopping by. It's an honor to be surrounded by such greatness, such as yourselves.
We got chapstick for him too.
So him praising y'all is getting him
No, I'm
chapstick
looking
as well.
forward to your matches coming up, Stan. It's an honor meeting you tonight. Best of luck. I know, even though I know you don't need it.
That's right, Jacob. It's a hell of a show.
Who next?
Am I up?
Yep.
Thank everybody. You know, every now and then, because I tell people all the time, and you know how I am, Bobby. Two different guys. It's like when I get to the ring, it's all business. I'm laser focused. I mean, I'm a totally different person. I think different. It's nice to sit down every now and then and actually talk a little bit of wrestling
Yep.
because just like everybody else, from the time I was old enough to watch a TV and know what wrestling was, I've loved wrestling my whole life. I mean, wrestling's been a
Yep.
part of my entire life. I don't know what life will be without wrestling. I mean, it's always been a part of my life, but it's good sometimes to sit down and just talk it rather than the actual part. So I thank everybody and appreciate it. Thanks for having me. It was, I think we learned a lot and brought up a lot of interesting points, you know,
That's
coming
right.
up in the next few weeks on what's going to happen between Sunday and on into War Games on the 22nd. It's going to be exciting to see what happens.
Absolutely is. You were talking about how wrestling's been part of your whole life and everything. I started when I was 17 years old, and I'm 52 now. I've been involved majority of my adult life, you know, in some form or capacity. You know, whether it not, you know, be in the ring, as a manager, as a commentator, you know, something like that. I've always been part of it and everything. You know, since I've, you know, pretty much become an adult. Sorry. Were you finished? I'm sorry.
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I just kind of started talking. My bad. So let me put over my dates here real quick, Johnny. I know you're
That's
raring
right.
to get off the air,
That's
and you're
not
ready
true.
to kick us out. Yeah, I know you are. But anyway, this Saturday night, you can see me November the 1st, Cynthiana, Kentucky, at the City Hall Gym for Generation Next Pro Wrestling. You can see me that night doing commentary with Nick Manawa. The very next night, night, you can see me at AMW Showdown, Lexington, Kentucky at the Lexington Ice Center, November the 2nd. You can see me November the 8th for the Elite Wrestling Alliance, Jenny Rogers Community Center in Danville, Kentucky. Don't miss that. Going to be a huge card as well. And then also you can see me the final time this month, November the 22nd, Hazard High School, Hazard, Kentucky, for Thanksgiving Turmoil, Team AMW versus Team New South Wrestling. That's where it all comes to a head. And then I've also got some dates in December as well, but I'm not looking at my calendar, and I've been hitting the head too many times to remember what those dates were right off the bat. And then I've also got some dates going on into 2026, but you ain't ready for that, and I'm not ready for it either because I can't remember them because, once again, CTE is a thing. So anyway, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it. I appreciate you letting us talk about this Sunday night showdown. And then also November the 22nd, Thanksgiving Turmoil. Sexy Stan Sierra is going to be a huge part of both nights, defending this title this Sunday night against All NA's Carmichael. And then going on to November the 22nd as part of Team New South Wrestling to take out Team AMW the double ring steel cage War Games match. Thank you for having us on, Johnny. We greatly appreciate this.
That's what it's all about, though, is to bring y'all on and allow y'all to do what y'all do best. Promote and talk. Guys, I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been tuning in on the comments. Jake Ratliff said that was a hell of a show.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. I love Jacob.
Coco Chris said, don't think that I've forgotten about you, Billy Bob, but Stan, hopefully we meet in the ring down the road soon. But guys, I just want to say thank y'all for tuning in tonight. It's been a pleasure. Always a pleasure to have you, Stan. Always a pleasure, Bobby Blade, because you the man, and you told us back in 2022 you've forgotten how to do your promo. But you've been doing it for so well, so long, that's like muscle memory. And if you're not having fun,
you ain't getting none.
Damn Skippy.
Nice Guy Andy Podcast.
That ain't what your mama said.
If he keeps popping off at the mouth, I'm gonna be his daddy.
Anyways, you guys go on your little